welcome to our farm. This is our school farm. It's located in Machakos in Mwala sub-county around Kisii. So today's teacher is Madam Msioka. Yes, and she loves agriculture. She teaches agriculture and geography. And biology. Yeah, so she is very trained. And by the way, we come from the same university. Our almata is Kenyatta University, Maine.
Wow.
So tumekuja shambani, shamba la shule. Si labda utatuambia ni nini kinaendelea, mmepanda mahindi. Alafu, what are you holding on your hand?
On my hand, I'm holding a maize that has been affected by a disease known as smut. A smut is a disease caused by a fungi. So smut is a fungal disease caused by a fungi known as Ustilago species. This disease can be controlled by use of certified seeds. Also, you observe the field hygiene.
What do you mean by field hygiene? Like tunasafisha shamba ama ni nini?
Tunahakikisha kana kwamba magungu,
the weeds
are well cleared.
Yeah, like here they're a bit well cleared.
Yeah.
So after field hygiene, field management,
trees.
There's no drugs.
You can.
There's
crop rotation.
You
practice the crop rotation, whereby, like this season, we have planted maize. We make sure next season we will not plant any crop belonging to the same family with the maize crop. So that when we observe that, we will be able to control disease like smut. You can see the symptoms of smut as having what? Black masses.
So it's not edible actually. It's a loss.
Yeah. So
is it spread from one plant to the other?
Not really. Yeah.
So you just cut the tree and it's over.
Yeah, you can control it also by wronging. Wronging is a practice whereby the affected plant, you cut it, or that fruit that has been affected, you cut it and you either burn it or you bury it. Yeah, that is what we call wronging. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know about wronging.
Yeah, there is
even field hygiene. So all these maize are suffering from the virus?
This one is okay.
What about that? Why does it appear so?
No, it's okay. It's just drying at the last stage of maturation. Yeah.
So it has no problem.
Yeah,
like
okay.
I can see this.
This is
yellowish.
Have been affected by a pest, but not the smut.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can continue showing us through the garden. So like this one is now the one which is really ripening and it's drying up.
They are almost.
All right.
Yeah. At the last stage. In the field practice. Planting. After planting,
get to
within the top dressing. After top dressing, as you can see how our shamba is very healthy.
It is.
Yeah, within the top dressing, that's why you can see how
the maize are really thriving and flourishing. Mtu hata lala njaa huu mwaka. Januari hata ilisha vizuri.
Then after that, within the wind control, as you can see, also within the pest and disease control.
So in such a farm, what is the favorite method you can use to control the weeds? Can I uproot or I dig them out?
Because here in maize plantation or in the maize field, it's good to practice mechanical cultivation. Yeah, you can wheelbarrows, or you can do it using the ox plow.
Ox plow.
Yeah, the ox plow is better because after making the furrows, as you can see, during the rain time, the water will accumulate within the furrows, and this will provide enough moisture.
Wadau, you can see the furrows ni uto tushimo tunakaa tumitaro. Ndio hiyo. Yes.
And this will give the crops enough moisture to continue growing and doing well in terms of production. And as you can see how our shamba is, that has really done marvelous. Wonderful.
Yeah. You told me something that good soils, that they have, they are deep.
The characteristic of
What can you comment about this farm?
Our soil is fertile, as you can see. It has deep soil. Yeah, you can see how the soil is.
So how do I know the depth? Like natumia kijiti or?
By look of things, you can see the volume of the soil. And that conclude that our soil has deep soil in terms of depth. Also, another thing is about the fertile soil. Should have the good soil pH.
What is pH? Potential of hydrogen?
That is the acidity or the alkalinity of the soil. As you know, most of the crops like maize crops, they do well in a pH which is weak acidic. That is 5.5 to 6.5, near to neutrality. They do well there.
So here, do I take the soil and mix with water and do those blue litmus test, or what do I use?
Litmus, that is the pH meter. You can use also the dye.
Dye?
Yeah.
Dye ya nywele?
Not really. That is that dye we use in measuring the acidity and the alkalinity of the soil.
Wow.
Yeah. And by look of things, our soil is having good soil pH. Another thing is about the soil should be well aerated.
Yes.
Yeah, that is about the circulation of the air.
So it is very porous.
Yeah, should have enough nutrients such that it has enough to supply to the crops.
True.
And you can see how the shamba is.
I can see they are green, so it means it has a lot of nitrogen.
Yeah.
So which fertilizers are rich in nitrogen? Because from all, what I can remember from knowledge 10 years ago is that the green is due to presence of nitrogen. So which fertilizer can I apply?
Fertilizer during the planting time, we use the phosphatic fertilizer. The reason why the phosphatic fertilizer is recommended, this is because it is liable to leaching. Leaching is a process where the nutrients are washed down beyond and deposited at a region beyond where the root zone can reach. So during the planting time, the farmers are recommended, yes, to use the phosphatic fertilizer
when planting.
After planting at a height of 25 centimeter.
That is how deep? Around my feet?
Around the knee, 25 centimeter when you are seedling and your crops at 25 centimeter in height, you use the nitrogenous fertilizer. The nitrogenous fertilizer is the one which is recommended during the top dressing. This is because the nitrogenous fertilizer, one of the characteristics, it is highly leachable. Because of being highly leachable, when you use it during the planting time and our crops, our seeds, those are the seeds you apply together with the seeds, you find that during the rainy time it will be washed down because of being highly leachable. It will dissolve in water and carried downwards beyond where the root zone can reach. But during the top dressing time, because already the roots have been
established.
Yeah,
True.
they are already there. They have established, they have developed. Now crops are able, after dissolving in rain water, now will be easily to be absorbed by the crops.
The crops.
Yeah.
Alright.
And one of the role of the nitrogen in plants is a compound, acts as a molecule. Is a molecule of chlorophyll formation. And
chlorophyll was the green coloring matter.
That's why you can see how green our crops are. They are green because also we need top dressing.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what about plants? Let's say something like hibiscus. It's maroon in color. We also have something like cabbage. Do we also do top dressing, Emma?
Yeah, we do top dressing, but like in biology, as we learn biology, some knowledge about the biology.
Yeah, it's transferable skills.
Yeah, we have those crops with purple color. Yeah. So for the case of that plant,
we have the purple carrots, hibiscus.
Yeah, hibiscus, they are purple because that is natural way. Yeah.
Oh, so they already have chlorophyll, or they are not able to make food?
They do. They make their own food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have chlorophyll, but the color of the leaves is purple.
Oh. Oh, perhaps
another thing is about when you are planting, you should observe the correct spacing.
Spacing
of
oh,
the crop
like meter. Do you use a meter?
From one crop to another, and from one row to
another.
Yeah, as you can see, our crops are well spaced.
What happens if they are very crowded together?
There will be competition of the nutrient, and the crops will. This will make the crops to compete for the nutrient, and the yield will be low. Because they didn't get enough nutrients. But when you observe the correct spacing, you find that the crop is able to utilize the nutrients which are within the area, and the other one from one space to another. I think it's 25 centimeter by 75 centimeter.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that will also help even in terms of trying to uproot the roots.
Yeah. Also, this will enable in the control of pests and diseases.
Tell me more about it.
If they are well spaced, you find, like, for example, if this crop has been affected by pests, it will be difficult to spread for the pest to move from this crop to
the other, because there's that space.
Yeah, because there is that space.
Alright. Mwalimu, perhaps you can tell us, why is it like this plant has 3 fruits? Or what are they called? These are fruit. This one has 2. The others have 1. What's not happening? Why the difference?
The difference.
So it's happening naturally?
Yeah, it's happening naturally. Like the way in animals, we get some of the mothers giving birth to twins.
That's a very... Others triplets, quadruplets.
Yeah, so the same thing is applying here with our crops.
You know, kwetu tunapenda mahindi ikiwa mingi, kwanza upate ni refu. Kwa napenda sana kuchoma.
But for the case of where you find they are triplets, twins, it means that those crops, they got enough moisture. That is the rainfall. They were able to utilize the rainfall well, and also that means that they got enough nutrients. That's why they are doing better, extraordinary than the others.
Look like this one. Wow, like 4. Kai! Wow, look at these guys. Others have 3 and they are still short.
Most crops are having twins.
Wow, you have a blessed farm. Look, even this one, triplets.
Look at this.
Wow. Excellent.
There's another one there.
All right. 4, 5. Hey.
So
1, 2, 3.
Our land is fertile.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the harvest. Okay, what about, you have been telling me about spacing, and I want to believe maize and something like millet, wimbi, they're from the same family. Why is it that we get to broadcast millet, but we don't broadcast maize really?
You know, mostly those crops which are planted during broadcasting is because of having tiny seeds, or you find that they are very small, as such a way that it will be difficult for the farmers during planting to drop singly one by one. But then broadcasting will be better for those seeds, those plants, those crops having very tiny seeds.
Or like pande terere, the pigweeds, amaranthus.
Yeah. So you need to broadcast. Another thing.
Or you plant just in rows, you make a collar.
Another thing, they can, you can also plant them singly in a rows, but because most of the farmers, they need to save time. And another thing, you find for the millet, they require just little amount of the nutrient, not like the maize. When we talk of the spacing, as I have talked about spacing
Before.
there is before there is that wide spacing, and there is close spacing. When we are doing close spacing, we also look at the seed, that is the type, the species of the crop. You find like there are heavy feeders, and there are those crops which require just little.
They are low feeders.
Even
So it's like human beings, literally.
Even if they are overcrowded, they will just do well.
Alright.
Like millet, sorghum, finger millet. When we broadcast and they live there in a large, they are overcrowded, they will also do well. They need just little, and also the rainfall, they require little amount of rainfall for them just to mature and give us good production.
Alright.
So for the case of the maize, they require wider spacing, and because of that, you find it is difficult to broadcast. Because they require large nutrients, they are heavy feeders. They really use a lot of the nutrients. Yeah.
Alright. I also wanted to ask something on top dressing. We have plants like wheat, ngano.
Yeah.
So I'm told, like, once you have done the planting, you don't need to go to that farm, because they have weak stems. If I have to go and start doing manipulation, they will definitely sleep one day. Maybe there is wind, and so how do you get to apply fertilizer, or just leave them?
We have various methods of fertilizer application. You can use broadcasting method. So for the case of wheat, there is no need of the farmers, the laborers getting it there and they start. So you can use broadcasting. Yeah.
Right.
We also have, like for the case of the maize, we can use what we call placement method.
What is
placement
that?
method is whereby we place near at the base of the
near around what is the spacing, like distance on the diameter?